What's happening, everybody? It's still chilly weather here in beautiful Yadkin County, North Carolina. So tonight we're going to do a local favorite. You see this a lot in the winter and fall. We have these things right here called chicken stews. People will invite you over to their farm or their home, and they usually have a huge pot of this stuff going. It'll simmer for hours. A lot of times they will actually take rotisserie chickens or boil their own chicken and break it up and use those pieces. Tonight we're going to show you a quick and easy version of that doesn't take nowhere near as long, and it still gives you a pretty good flavor. This is kind of a hard recipe. It's simple, but it's kind of a hard recipe to get out of a lot of local people. I asked around and I finally found somebody that gave me a few little tips on how to make it, and I've been playing with it, tweaking it a little bit, and I've got it kind of where I like it, and it tastes really similar to a lot of the local ones I've tried. I'll go ahead and show you some of the ingredients you're going to want to use. You're going to start with a 12.5-ounce can of the natural chunk chicken breast. You want to go ahead and pop that open and drain all the liquid off of it. You're going to need half a stick of butter. Got to have some milk. I'm using whole milk. You can use 2%, whatever you want. I don't really recommend skim milk because you don't get a really creamy flavor that way. And also some salt and pepper to taste. The first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and, after you've drained your chicken breast, go ahead and dump it into your Dutch oven, pan, whatever you're using. I'm using a 4-quart stove, enamel cast iron Dutch oven. You want to turn it on low to medium heat. And then the first process is go ahead and start breaking up all of that chicken breast meat there. It comes out in pretty large chunks. You don't want that floating around in your stew. So after you get it broken up and incorporated there, mixed up there a little bit, I usually go ahead and add a little bit of salt and pepper at this point. And that's a preference thing. If you want to add salt or more pepper, whatever you want to do. But the chicken, being the canned chicken, it's going to have some in it, so you don't want to overdo it. And then after you get that in there, and you see a little bit of heat coming up, it's a good idea to go ahead and drop your butter in there and let that melt along with the chicken as it's heating up. Let it do its thing, and you don't want to, overcook the chicken. It's already cooked, so you're just pretty much heating it up. Let it do its thing for a few minutes, and then we'll come back and show you what's next. All right, after you've got your chicken broke up, the butter's all melted, everything's heated up, probably about 4 or 5 minutes, we're gonna go ahead and start adding in our milk. And this is another preference. It depends on the consistency you want. Let's see what we end up with here. Probably end up with a little over half of a gallon is what I'm using. And you don't want to, like I say, you can turn the heat up a little bit. You don't want to burn, scorch the milk, so you got to keep stirring it a little bit here and there. And do this, let her sit here and simmer for probably about 15-20 minutes at the minimum. Let it just do its thing. And then after that, we'll see if we need to add some more salt and pepper. Pull some out, show you what it looks like, and see what you think. Be right back. So you're a few minutes in it, just keep stirring, don't quit. Actually, you can quit and take breaks, but don't let your milk get hot and stick on the bottom. You don't want to burn the milk. Burnt milk is no good. So keep checking on it, give it a little stir here and there. We'll be back in a few minutes. All right, we got everything. Looks like it's pretty well, I would say, I guess you could say stewed. It looks like it's pretty good here. We got a good mixture, got some nice steam coming off of it. Salt, pepper, chicken, and butter, and milk. That's it. Let's go ahead and get some out. A lot of local people around here, you want to grab you a pack of saltine crackers. And you're probably going to want to get if you like spicy stuff anyway, you're going to want to get some Texas Pete hot sauce. That's made right up the street in Winston-Salem, so everybody loves that. Or use your favorite kind of hot sauce. Now that's good. I know you're thinking it's weird, and the first time I had it, I thought this is a little strange. I've never had chicken stew like this, but it quickly became one of my favorites, and it's actually the kind I prefer now. So hopefully you guys can try it, see what you think, and thank you guys for watching. Have a good night.